another young speaker. I have known her pretty much since she was born, perhaps seen her grow up, and you see her on the screen smiling like a beautiful young lady she is today. An aspiring actress, she calls herself as aspiring, I think she's arrived. A fitness and wellness coach, a trained Kathak dancer, and an Indian classical singer, black belt in karate, so nobody mess around. Also in kickboxing, a national level power lifter. And this is not just lifting power with their ideas and thoughts, like actually powerlifting. So, whoa, with that, Rachel, let's hear your Believe in Yourself story.
First of all, I really want to thank BIY and Halina ma'am for giving me the opportunity to be a part of this event, which is so wonderful. I think all the speakers who have spoken, a moment of appreciation for all of you for giving your 2 cents. I have gained so much wisdom right now, and I'm very, very inspired by Ranveer and the way he conducted himself, and his story it's just so inspiring to see that. Speaking of my Believe in Yourself story, I was fortunate enough to gain the superpower of believing in myself in 3rd grade. I remember I used to be the gawkiest girl in school. I had zero self-esteem. I had no self-confidence at all. And I wasn't really academically very good because I was more into arts and being on stage and all of those things. And you know, in 3rd grade, I was given the opportunity to be a part of this debate competition. And that was my first time being on stage, and I was scared. I was so nervous, but I had this teacher who believed in me because nobody else did. I did not believe in myself at that time. I didn't know that I had the capability to stand up on stage and speak and, you know, talk about certain topics. But I remember preparing for it and, you know, doing my lines every single minute. Now and then when the days came, it was just so nerve-wracking for me. I went on stage, I started off with my lines and it was going really well. But then there came a moment where I just stopped. I stood still. I didn't know what to do. I just went completely blank. And for 5 minutes, I was just on the stage in front of the mic where people were looking at me and I was frozen. And 5 minutes is a lot of time, especially when you are in a debate competition because you're running out of your time, right? But then I don't know, something just happened and I started speaking again and I was stronger than before. So there came a standstill. I thought I was going to fail, but that wasn't really a failure. It was my guiding path to come out stronger, more of my authentic self. And surprisingly, to my surprise, I got the 3rd position for that debate competition where I was completely blank. And this was my first. And ever since then, there has been no looking back for me. I feel like I'm my most confident self when I'm in front of the camera or when I'm talking to the audience on the stage, where people are looking at me. I love that. I love that feeling so much. It gives me a lot of confidence and power. But what I'm trying to say is that, like for me, there came a point where everything was a standstill. Everything just stood still. I feel like all of us right now in COVID are also going through the same situation. Everybody is in a standstill. We are all together in this, trapped in our homes. The nature has asked us to just stop, take a pause, take a moment. And especially in these times, I think it's very hard to believe in yourself. When I was standing there today, when I relate that situation to this whole COVID situation for all of us, not just for millennials, but everybody in general, when there comes these tough times, you stop believing in yourself. You feel like things are going to end, things are not going to work for you. What are you going to supposed to do? Everything seems to be very bleak. But these are the moments where you actually have to gain the courage and you have to lift yourself up and move forward. You have to find the courage in these blank moments to believe in yourself. And if you do, if you manage to do that, there is definitely no looking back. Because these are the hard times where if you gain the power of believing in yourself, you will keep moving forward. But if you stand still and if you feel like things are not going to work for you and you are not worthy of doing great things in life, then it's just going to drown you down. So you have to have the courage to believe in yourself. And I know it's very hard. Sometimes it gets really, really hard, especially now. For me today also, there are so many times when it gets hard for me to believe in myself. I feel like what is happening in the future, what is going to happen with my career, what am I going to do? Because we are all just stuck in the situation, and when is this going to get over? It seems to be getting fine, but then again we go back to this whole lockdown pandemic situation. So what is going to happen? The future is very uncertain. I mean, before walking on the stage, I did not know that I was going to stand still and not talk. But I also did not know that I would have the courage to speak again, even stronger, get that kind of applause, and also gain the third position. That was a great moment for me. So every time I feel stuck, every time I feel like I don't see the future being very bright, I go back to this situation and I tell myself that if I could lift myself up from that and win a prize, and it's not about winning a prize, it's actually proving yourself, then I think I can tackle any situation. I was such a young kid. So if at that age, you can gain that kind of courage, then at any age, whether there are any kinds of ups and downs, you will find a way. I think there's always a way. And this quote that I really swear by Oprah Winfrey is, you get in life what you have the courage to ask for. So if you have the courage to ask for great things, good things in life, it is absolutely certain that you will get it. But if you don't, and if you keep negatively processing your mind that things are not going to work and you are not going to believe in yourself, it's never going to happen. So to constantly, even if you have to force these affirmations to yourself at times, you have to do it, because what you give out comes back to you. I very strongly believe in that. And also surrounding myself with the things that I love. I mean, for all of you people who are so busy in their lives with your respective careers and the kind of wisdom that I've got from each one of you today, it can be really hard for people to take out time and give time to self-care, give time to your own self, because these little things make you believe in yourself. No matter how much you keep working and you work so much, there comes a point where I think a lot of us get into the situation of burning out. And that burnout can also lead to not believing in yourself. So even in these tough times, if we are fortunate enough to surround ourselves with family who is loving, with friends, with the things, your hobbies that you love, it could be reading, writing, anything, cooking, whatever, it is so important to do that. And ultimately, if you surround yourself with all of these things, if you identify that, you will constantly keep believing in yourself. But if you're away from the things that you love, the people that you love, it is going to be extremely hard. So what I have definitely learned is that to identify and know the things that make me happy, that give me immense joy, make me believe in myself more and more each time. That is all I would like to say.
Wonderful, Rachel. My God, such passion, such deep belief, and such beautiful persona and a smile.